All right, everyone, this is it. This is the beginning of the final session ever of the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection, a game that I've played for 4 years, waiting for another collection to come out. Why? Because sadly, outside of the offline play of this collection, that's quite good. The online play is not good. As you guys know, if you followed along this series that I've done weekly for 4 straight years, okay? Even though, yes, there's been breaks and times that I didn't play it, I always went back to it because this was the way for me to experience the old Street Fighter games, the classics that I grew up with in the 90s on a console format, okay? Offline, this collection is good. And I urge you, if you never saw it before, 4 years ago when this collection was new, I did a History of Street Fighter series where I went through every game in this collection offline, explaining the ins and outs of the game engines, playing through their arcade mode, showing you the differences with custom combos and the super meters and the art styles and the gameplay styles and all of that. It was a really awesome series that I did for the launch of this game over 4 years ago. That was awesome. But admittedly, playing this every week is like pulling teeth. The collection was never finished by Digital Eclipse, the makers of this game. The lobby system is completely incomplete. You can't kick people. You can't get rid of trolls. It crashes constantly. There's constant glitches. The game runs at the wrong speeds online. The game only uses a certain amount of stages and has no stage select. So you've only, in the 4 years I played this, I've seen maybe 6 stages in Super Turbo. The game has 16. We've never seen a boss stage ever, right? It's impressively bad. Anyway, what I want to say is thank all of you who have stuck in here for the last 4 years watching this. And we're going to get started right now. And I want to say thank you, We Whisper. Just tip me $10 and have another one on me. I want to answer a question from Jax Raxer as we boot up here. Jax asked an interesting question. He tipped $25 and he said, what is the most, what do I like the most? Oh no, what am I going to miss the most? And what will I miss the least about this collection? What will I miss the most? Honestly, probably the game selection. And the reason I say that is because in this collection, you've got some of the big classics, like back in the day, it used to be the big four. The big four Capcom fighting games were Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Street Fighter Alpha 3, Capcom vs. SNK 2, and Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and then Street Fighter 3 Third Strike took over, so kind of there was a big 5, okay? This game has Super Turbo, Third Strike, and Alpha 3 all in it. So that's 3 of the big 5 in the collection, all in one place to play them, right? It's like a one-stop shop for classic fighting games. So I absolutely love that about this collection, okay? What I absolutely hate about the collection is that Digital Eclipse put 0 effort into it. They released it and were like, there it is. And everyone was like, but the lobbies don't work. You can't kick anyone. You can't ban anyone. You can't stop trolling. This is wrong. That is wrong. And they didn't care. They're like, oh, well, we released the game. Buy it or don't, you know. Such an awful attitude to have. They just moved on to other projects. So, that, you know, will it be bittersweet tonight to say goodbye to this collection? Yes. Because I played it for 4 years. And again, thank you to all of you who've watched me play this for 4 freaking years. But at the same time, I'm so happy to be moving on to a collection made by another more competent company next week, where hopefully everything will work properly. That being said, let's get started. And I want to say shout out to Tartarian Truth, who did our first super chat of the night and says, end of an era. Hope you have a great stream, Phil. Thank you to Tartarian Truth. Remember, it's hard to find lobbies on here sometimes, so I might have to do some ranked matches to kill some time until a lobby opens up. But I'll give it a few tries to see if we can find a lobby. So next week, there's a new collection. It's Capcom Fighting Collection. It's not exactly the same, okay? It's different. It has Hyper Street Fighter 2 Anniversary Edition in it. That game is different. It's an amalgamation. It combines all 5 versions of Street Fighter 2 into one game where you can pit, you know, Champion Edition Ryu against Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo Cammy. And it's really weird in that regard because the characters don't seem evenly stacked, but at the same time, it kind of works as a game because I played it competitively and I actually really liked it. But in addition, that collection is going to have all the different versions of Darkstalkers, which I'm excited for because Darkstalkers is a great franchise. Is this guy just a troll not playing? Darkstalkers is a great franchise that I played in arcades, but sadly, it never really caught on that competitively in the United States. It never was as big as, say, Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat or anything like that. so it never really got traction competitively. It's still a great franchise. The visuals are great. The gameplay is great. So I'm actually excited to play that competitively starting next week, along with Hyper Street Fighter 2 Anniversary Edition. There are other games in that collection that really aren't competitive games, like Red Earth and Cyberbots. I'll dabble in those, but I'm not going to focus, too much on those. It very well may be that people are going to do just what they do in this collection. Just be, I want to go online and play all the games, in which case it's random matchmaking. I don't know how it's going to work. Lobby system. Oh yeah, DSP 11009. That totally isn't someone making a name after me, right? I get the feeling we're not going to get many matches. We have to do some ranked for a while. Yep. All right, so let's ban this idiot. Oh, excuse me. Ooh, I'll try again. If we can't find a lobby, we'll go for some ranked. And then after that, we should look for a lobby again. Worst case scenario, we can go back to PlayStation, but remember, PlayStation has trolling. This is the problem. Xbox version of this collection, not enough competition. PlayStation version, massive trolling and no way to stop it. So it's like, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, right? Good to see you, Derek. Jade, I'm going to try to play with everyone tonight. Good evening, Slayer. How are you? Welcome, everybody. Yeah, this is not working. Look. All right, fuck this. Let's try to do some ranked matches. Get a few in here. See what we can find. Can we find Hyper Fighting, Super Turbo? What can we find here? Over 4 years, Derek. Remember, as you told me early last month, this came out, what was it, late May? Mid to late May 2018. I still remember doing the series, going through all the games in the game offline. I thought it was fun to go through, like, the history of Street Fighter. No, this is not a great start. As you can see, this is bad. All right, here we go. Please ban Phil, this guy's name is. Please ban Phil. How exactly are you going to ban me? How exactly are you going to ban me by playing me in a ranked match of Hyper Fighting Online? I didn't do that. Okay. It's very exciting. Yeah, he's not playing at all. He sucks. He's a fucking idiot. He's a dumb troll. He doesn't know what he's doing. Haha, that combo. Low jab into dash uppercut actually comboed and killed him. Wow. That was very exciting. How do you block someone after the match? I think you do this, and then you do not friends. Recently played with. There you go. Okay. Try third strike. Usually there's people playing third strike. Slayer, yes, we talked about it actually on the pre-stream today about the Vince McMahon situation. It ain't pretty, that's for sure. But I gave my full thoughts on it on the pre-stream. You can check that out later. I mean, in a nutshell, a guy who has literally been doing plot lines about him being a scumbag for 25 years on TV. You gotta wonder if any of that rings true to anything in his real life. And it's like, even though we don't have definitive evidence of what's he's being accused of is true, I mean, would you be shocked if it was, right? Cope side Phil. Wow. They're really going out of their way to make accounts. Cope side Phil. What does that even mean? What does that even mean? Hello, Malcolm. Good evening. I guess after this, I'll look for a lobby again. It's very exciting. It's probably the same guy, of course.
Prepare to strike. Now.
Great players, huh?
All right, that's
I would like to have some real matches tonight, but you know. Would it be shocking if we don't have any real matches tonight? It's just trolls? I mean, wouldn't that just be like par for the course for this game? Darn. An anonymous tipper to me, $6.66 says, have you heard anything about how the new collection will handle online lobbies? Imagine we can have Friday night fights every week with minimum trolling. Of course, they're not going to reveal everything about it, but they have claimed that it is going to have a robust system. I know I say robust, but like that's kind of how they described it. Essentially, they're saying it's going to be a serious system, and it's going to have rollback netcode and everything, but the thing is, no one will know till it's out. It doesn't matter what they say. You know, they give it lip service or whatever. It doesn't matter until they actually release it. So until it's released, we have no idea how it'll play, you know, or what the system will be. You gotta hope it's better than this. Like, this literally is the worst. I've never actually played a fighting game online that has so few features. Every single fighting game I played online, except this collection, has the ability to kick someone from a lobby, has the ability to ban a troll, you can set up criteria in the lobby. This is the shittiest possible. Seriously. So, it's got to be better than this. Dogatasa. Cool. So when I'm actually playing a human. We're playing Hyper Fighter. Dogatasa. Of course he goes to Guile, the best character in the game.
Round one, fight!
Oh. Oops. Stuff him.
You win. Round two, fight!
That was a Hail Mary that whipped. Ooh!
Sonic boom!
You tried to walk up throw 3 times. Dizzy! Oh! Kiss the elbow. A dashing elbow to the face. Very nice. Alright. Shout out to an anonymous $1.50 tipper who says, what is rollback netcode? Why do people seem to prefer over standard fighting game netcode? By the way, Mr. Jizzle, because I see your tip, so I'm going to go ahead and put the glasses on. Thank you. Jizzle Fizz tipped $10. I have to read his message out too. Oh, someone wanted to Ryu. I'll start tonight with Ryu. Let's get this up to $52 in tips. So rollback netcode basically means netcode that takes the information from 2 sides, your side and the opponent's side. It goes to a central area where it essentially tries to figure out what happened first, and then kind of, how can I explain it? You'll see something on your screen, but if the game is laggy, it might not be actually what happened in the game, because the game has so much delay. The game will show you one thing and then take it back. So you'll see Gal throw a Sonic Boom, then all of a sudden the Sonic Boom disappears and he's just standing there. You'll do a combo, it'll hit, and then it'll take it back and give the enemy their health back. What's this guy doing? I don't want that one, sure you can. Can't get a super. Tried to super like 4 times, it wouldn't come out. So yeah, basically rollback netcode, the reason people like it is because they feel it is more responsive and it's more, I don't know, realistic to what actually is going on in the game. It's not. It's bullshit. It basically a long time ago was pushed by the Cannon Brothers, because the Cannon Brothers, who were running Shoryuken.com and EVO, the national tournament, wanted to make money. So they wrote this netcode that made it look and feel smoother when it really wasn't. So everyone bought into the fact that they thought this netcode was better when it wasn't. It's just not. Rollback netcode is not in general better than other netcode for fighting games, but everyone seems to be under the impression it is because the mainstream fighting game community pushed it like that for years and years. It's pretty sad of a situation, actually. It's all about money. Just like everything else, it's all about money. Good netcode has nothing to do with if things roll back or get slow. It has to do with the netcode actually reading inputs quickly. Oh, I forgot that. I forgot about that. I forgot that it has a secondary follow-up hit. So Jizzle says, I got to read out your message. I also got another tip from Katanamak. Asking about what do I think about Street Fighter 6 gameplay. Haven't seen much of it. From what I've seen, I think it's similar to Street Fighter 5 in some ways. From how it looks. But people who played it says it doesn't play like Street Fighter 5 at all. Which I'd be very happy about if that's the case. I don't like Street Fighter 5, so the further from Street Fighter 5, the better. Look at that. That was pretty nice. Look at that juggle. So Jizzle Fizz says, I've been working on my ass off this week. I wish I could be more active with you while I watch your stream at work, but they work me like a dog. I love your shit. Keep it up, buddy. Thank you very much. Hey, look, it's a troll named JPEGs of Hogan. What a nice guy. We'll just ignore his ass. Okay. So sorry to hear that you've been working so busy, or working so much, and that you're so busy, but thank you for watching and supporting the streams, Jizzle Fizz. And thank you to Katamanak for, Katanamak for the tip. I appreciate that. I also just got another tip. Shit, I want this character. Here we'll go with Hugo. I got another tip from an anonymous tipper. And he says, Jose Sanchez in the chat asks, do I hate Nintendo? No, I do not hate Nintendo. Jade dropped a 5-member bomb on the chat. Did anyone get those memberships? I'm not looking, so I can't see if anyone got them or not. Did anyone get those memberships?
Engage.
I don't have enough time to shout anything out because the matches continue. Oh, you tricky son of a bitch. Ass. I did a red parry and it worked. I can't believe it worked. I got it to work. Beautiful. People did get them? Okay. Well, congrats to those who got gifted memberships. I don't know who it was. I couldn't see it. Thank you, Jay, for the support, man. Super time. Ginormous damage incoming. Boom. Oh, I didn't get the second hit. There you go. Guardian Project tipped me $1.50 and says Simic's strength comes from its diversity. I have no idea what that means. Oh, the other guys quit, huh? Excuse me. Thank you for the tip, Guardian Project. Let's see here. So it looks like Ukrainian Vodka, Amzi, and Simon Dwan are the ones who got the gifted memberships, but it's only 3, and I thought that he had gifted 5. Oh, also Shades and 1 Inch Man got them. There it is. Oh, shit. I guess I'm playing with Rio. I didn't mean to. Congrats to you guys. Thank you, Jade. Yes. Toryugits. Blast Blanca with the Toryugits.
Round 2, fight!
Ah. Where was my Toryugits?
Round 3, fight!
Toryugits!
You win!
There we go. Yes, the left side bullshit on Xbox. That'll be another thing. It'll be great to finally, next week, have a collection where hopefully all the controls work. That's the problem. This collection is a glitch. We're facing left on this version. We can't even do Shoryukens consistently. They just don't come out. You could stand there and keep trying to do them and they won't come out. Haseo. Huzzah! Thank you, Haseo, for a $20 tip. He said these weekly Street Fighter streams are a nice way for me to relax. Thank you for doing these and looking forward to the Darkstalker weekly streams, Darkstalkers, and Hyper Street Fighter tip. Hopefully you can play it just as long as this collection. What I would say is it's going to depend on a few factors. Obviously, how many people are actively playing it. Because if a lot of people don't keep playing it after launch, obviously that's going to hurt the longevity of the collection, right? But also, the other games, like, for example, that collection has Darkstalkers. Great. That collection has Hyper Street Fighter 2. That's great. But the other games, like Gem Fighter Mini Mix, is not a very good competitive fighting game. Or like Red Earth. I don't even know anything about Red Earth to even comment on it if it is competitive. I've never played it before. We won't know until we get our hands on the collection next week, so we'll see. I hope that collection lasts a long time. I really do. Jay Hale just re-upped his membership for 2 months. Is important alert. B-E-B-E-B. There you go. Thank you, Jay Hale, for the support. Very good. I'm Jizzy? What the fuck? Yikes. Didn't mean to do that. I win, you lose to me $4.20 and said, DSP, no lose on your final night of the anniversary collection. So someone is rooting for me to not have a single loss tonight. See how that goes. So I guess it'll be the $82 in tips, I believe. Friday night send-off tipped me $5. Let's do a Honda match. Says, I wish I had a tuxedo and a glass of champagne to send off Street Fighter 30th. Use Guyler Vega in the match. Of course I can. And indeed I will try. Oh, shit. I believe we're 87. Now I've lost track. I think we're at 87. But I could be off. I'm already losing track. I'm trying to play the game while I keep track here. Perfect. Oh. Boom. Very nice. Captain Mac to $4.20. Said, who do you like more from Devil May Cry games, Virgil or Dante? Personally, I like Virgil, by the way. It's Katana Mac. Katana Mac. Got it. Katana Mac. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of Devil May Cry to begin with, so I don't really have an opinion, because I've only played each game once. I played Devil May Cry 1 once, 3 once, 4 once, and the recent one once, and the reboot once. Played all those, and that's it. I never actually, like, went hardcore into them or anything like that, you know what I mean? So I don't really think I like any of the characters more than anyone else. Being honest. I like the combat. I like the combat way more than I like, say, the characters and the lore and the story of those games. I'm gonna do Akuma, baby. Thank you all for your tremendous support of this final stream of the 30th anniversary collection. I appreciate it, man. What's up, Jeremy? Back. Good evening. Views are going up. Support is going up. Likes are going up. Members are going up. Everything's going up. My win count is going up. That was not a Shoryuken. Ah. Ah. Yes, the mix-up. The low mix-up. That was nice. Another tip. Dude, tons of tips are coming in.
Go.
Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. So, Nate has tipped me $10. Said we were in the same team in Halo once. I took screenshots. It was cool. Well, thank you, Nate. I'm sure it was fun. At least if you're talking about Halo Infinite. I don't know about any other Halo, but Halo Infinite I actually had a lot of fun playing for a while there. With that, it is Bison Hat time. We have done it already. Bison Hat has happened. How nice. Oh, this guy's not playing. I guess we'll see if we can find another lobby. Hod Towered. Took $3 that theoretically your Skyrim anniversary playthrough could go on forever because it has infinite quests. That is correct. They're called Radiant quests, but I'm not going to do them, obviously. I'm only going to do the major story-based quests at this point. But you're right. You could play a game like that forever if you really wanted to. We Whisperer became a member tonight. Thank you, We Whisperer. Now, with all these members, I wonder, we may have actually hit a new record for members, which would be funny because tomorrow we're about to lose 100 members. It was actually 1 month ago when I gained gifted memberships here on DSPGaming. And when I did, within 1 day, we got 100 gifted memberships. Those are all going to expire, okay? Look at this idiot. Keep blocking these idiots and see if I can get to a lobby where it won't have these idiots in it, okay? We did it, guys. You're kidding me. We hit 632 members. This is the most we've ever had. We hit a new record tonight. We hit a new record, guys. Thank you. I was not expecting to hit a new record before the big dip, but we did. 632. We'll have a new number to build towards again one day. Uh-oh. 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 Oh, no. Hold on. Oh, shit. Hold on, everyone. Oh, shit. Shit, shit, shit. Ah. Oh, my God. I barely made it. I barely made it. Oh, my God. That was close. Wow. Holy shit. Oh. Oh my God. That my vest rack almost fell off the wall again. Remember it fell off last year when it got really hot? It was falling off the wall again. And I jumped up and ran. And I stopped it. Now, I don't know. What this may be is, sadly, we may be getting to a point in the year when it's too hot. And because it's too warm, that rack is going to keep falling off the wall. It is attached with those Velcro, what do you call them? Sticky things? So, it may be a situation where it's going to be too hot to keep falling off the wall, and I have to take them down temporarily for the season until the fall again when it gets cool again. I guess we'll see. But, dude, that was close. It was coming off slow, so I jumped up and stopped at last minute. Oh. Okay. Yeah, command strips. That's correct. I used the Velcro command strips. Yep. That was cool, man. I barely made it. Katana Mac did another $4.20 tip and said Evil Ryu or Violent Ken. Evil Ryu is fair. Violent Ken is not. Evil Ryu has been in a few different games, including Street Fighter Alpha 3 and 2, as well as a few others, and he's fair to play against. Even though he's powerful, he's different than regular Ryu. He's not unbalanced. Violent Ken is insanely unbalanced and ridiculously overpowered. Sadly, we had a lobby going and now it's not working anymore. Jade, you're welcome. He says that the gifted subs or the gifted memberships would thank you for the Street Fighter collection. You're welcome, man. I'm glad you guys have enjoyed it over the 4 years I've played it. Oh, that's right. Derek says his gifted membership will expire tomorrow and he can't continue it himself, but he, obviously would hopefully get another one someday. He says he actually had gotten it from I Am Kazam. So shout out to I Am Kazam who actually gifted that membership to Derek. Okay. Well, guys, we're not looking too good with the lobby. Want to go for ranked again? I mean, worst case, if we can't find consistent matches tonight, we could try the PlayStation collection, but you know what happens. Dropped matches, glitches, out the ass, problems. It's just neither collection is good. They both suck. Oh, it's falling again! Son of a bitch. Shit. It's the middle tabs are coming off the wall. I see. Okay. The middle tabs are coming off the wall. Alright. Well, where to fucking put this? I know where to put this right now. I guess right here. Yeah, look, they're all coming off. That one, that one. When the two middle ones come on, I see that the whole thing comes off. Yep, okay. Alright, so what I need to do, which I don't think I have, I need to get a fresh batch of command strips. I don't think I have any. I think I used them all when I rehung that up in the fall. So I'm going to have to probably get a new batch. A new batch would probably have a fresh adhesive, which would be much stronger. Excuse me. Much stronger and likely would work. But I need to get a new batch of command strips there. Yeah. It is what it is. All right. What a final stream. All right. Can I get a freaking match here? Actually, what am I doing? I want to play in a game where I can use Bison, right? So any of these three to the left. Third Strike doesn't have Bison. An anonymous $4.20 tipper. Excuse me. It says Dragon's Dogma 2 has the potential to be the greatest game of all time. The original is amazing. It was clearly unfinished, and the open world was largely empty and lifeless. I hope 2 gets the proper budgeting and development time that it needs. I really like Dragon's Dogma. It did things a lot differently than other open world RPG style games, for sure. Being action based, having those characters that I forget what they were called. They had a unique name to them, and the unique name was cool. I can't remember what it was though, but definitely the fact that it had so many cool gameplay mechanics about taking down these big monsters and everything. I liked it a lot. So yeah, I do hope that Dragon's Dogma 2 is bigger and better. And like you said, maybe the world won't be so empty, because it definitely did have a mostly empty open world. Oops, I'm going to do that. Scissor, scissor, scissor.
You win.
Scissor-tastic. Pokemon says anything at all I'll miss from the collection. Like I said, I will miss it being a one-stop shop. The fact that you can play Hyper Fighting, Super Turbo, Third Strike, Alpha 3, all in one go. That's nice. This new collection will not have that. It'll have other games, but not as popular games. These are like some of the biggest fighting games of all time, and I will miss having that at your fingertips, but I'm not going to miss the fact that the collection barely fucking works online. What would I consider the worst Mega Man game I ever played? What was the one, like Mega Man X4 or something like that? That one was really bad. The one I never finished, I rage quit it because the end was so bad. Oh. Wow, over the fireball? I didn't even know that. I didn't know torpedo went over the little fireball if you timed it like that. Wow. Tiger! Is Hyper Fighting Sagat the same as old Sagat? No. As you're gonna see, in the Hyper Street Fighter 2 coming out next week, it has both versions. There's old Sagat and there's Hyper Fighting Sagat, and they are different. Ow! Screwed up. Ah! Oh no! Dooby-dooby-doo-boo, dooby-dooby-dooby-doo.
Round 2, fight!
Ow! Oh, I couldn't punish it. Ooh. And Champion Edition is so broken, he could do scissor kick, low kick, standing light, scissor kick, and he just gives it in a loop. Unless you have a Shoryuken to time perfectly to burst out of the hit string, you can't get out of it. It's just an infinite loop over and over. It just completely destroys you. Like, wow, that's a fair game. Okay. Jade, you're welcome, man. It's a nice thing to say. Am I buying the upcoming collection on PS or Xbox? Both. I'm buying it on both. So yeah, I'm double dipping on this one. I really hope it turns out to be a good collection, because it's really going to suck if I buy both and then the thing dies within like a month. Yeah, I'm buying both versions to alternate between. Oh, excuse me. This guy's following me to every game. He's following me to every single game. No Sleep Real Lives. I don't know anything about Super Smash Brothers. He says, do you think they did Waluigi dirty for not making him a playable character? Jesus Christ! That was 13 seconds. Damn! I know, I'm tired of playing that guy. Can I find a lobby, do you think? Try it again. An anonymous tipper to the $1.50 says today was a retro day. We only play games on the PS2 and before. Yeah, we're playing old games today for sure. And by the way, get used to this because no lie, this is pretty much all we're doing. Tomorrow we're doing more PlayStation Plus exploration. Okay? And then on like Sunday night, Monday, Tuesday, we're doing more retro stuff. We may do Castlevania or Super Mario 2 or something else off PS Plus. And then this week coming up is Sonic Origins and this new collection. We're playing all retro for a couple weeks. There's just nothing else going on. Chun-Li. Jamaica. I don't want that. Shout out to K Styles, who just re-upped his membership for 14 months at the Ultra Supporter level. Thank you, K Styles. Ongoing support. Looks like Spawn Killer also might have tipped. Stop jabbing. That was supposed to be super. Spawn Killer to the $1.50. You hear the news about Fallout 5 Town Hearts at Elder Scrolls 6 is the pre-production, and Fallout 5 will come after Elder Scrolls 6. Yes, we already knew about that. We already knew about that for a long time, several days. But thank you, Spawn Killer, for the tip. Okay. Since this is the final session, I'm trying to play with every character. Let's go with Zangief. I don't know what button will start on this fucking thing. This joystick. Hey! Well, no 360 to finish it, but who cares? You come here. I want to grab you. Oh, yes! The ultimate grab. Very nice. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. It's disgusting. Belches. Absolutely revolting. Blanca. Carrot Blanca. Oh, my beautiful, perfect ruin. My beautiful, perfect ruin. The Blanca Rush. The same two guys over and over. I'm really not going to find anyone else tonight, am I? Seems like this collection is completely dead tonight here on Xbox for some reason. Oh yeah, you got a new PlayStation arcade stick, no sleep, real vibes. He says he's excited to try it out with the new collection. Hopefully it's good. Slayer says, am I familiar with a PS1 game called Thrill Kill? Thrill Kill never came out. Thrill Kill was being made by someone who was from the competitive Street Fighter community, if you can believe it. And it was supposed to be a game where it was like gory shit, where characters would fight each other and rip each other into shreds and body parts would come off and shit. Yeah, and it got canceled. They never finished making the game. It never got fully released. I think it did leak on the internet later on, unfinished. Yes, anonymous $1.50 tipper. I did see the leaked SF6 roster. Oh really? Slayer said he played it. Well then maybe it's not. Maybe it's a different game I'm thinking of. Maybe it is. Great. I just love playing against this guy. Don't know what he's doing. Maybe I am thinking of a different game. I think I am thinking of a different game. I'm trying to think of the name of the game that I'm thinking of then. If it wasn't Thrill Kill. The hell is it that I'm thinking of? Oh, what was it called? Oh, really? I don't think the game was... yeah. I don't think the game was released, ever. Thrill Kill. I don't remember it getting an official release. I remember I knew someone from the Street Fighter community who was a game dev at the time who was making the game. And he was telling everyone about it, trying to get people hyped for it. Then it got canceled. Vega, I'll try to play Vega. I know, I don't want to play this guy anymore. No matter what I do, I just play the same fucking guy, so I might I don't know what else to do besides switch to the PlayStation, but you guys know what happens when I go to the PlayStation version. Non-stop trolling, glitches, crashes. It's like, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't with this collection, which is why I cannot wait to fucking stop playing it. Alright, look, we got different people. Finally, we got different people. Okay. Quest for Vega. Midway was making it? I mean, that makes sense. Midway was making all kinds of hyper-violent games back in the day. China. Ooh, oh. What the fuck? Oh, good flash kick, actually. Oh no, he broke my back. Nice! Locked him down with the pokes. The lockdown. Were there any Zangief players who did well in tournaments? Not really in the US. There were a few who tried and never really got to, like, past the semifinals, sadly. We'll see. We'll see what happens in the future. You know, in competitive Street Fighter. I'm actually curious to see when this new one comes out next week. Will people play Zangief and actually do well? Because there's so many different versions of Zangief in the game. Slayer, we're going to see what happens over the next week. The possibility, maybe Sunday, Monday, I'll have time to maybe make the video for you. I apologize I couldn't make it last weekend like I wanted to. But okay, dude, I had no voice, right? It sucked. I did so many freaking react things. I had no voice, and trying to make regular streams, I could sound terrible. Shit. Oh, I fucked up. Oh my god, seriously! It hit the tip of my foot! Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Perfect. Locked them down perfectly. Oh, come on. Where's that flash kick? Yep. Locked them down completely. Okay. Well, this guy again. Jade, no problem. Just thank you for all the backstories all these years when he asked for them, and I always try to tell the backstories of the characters. Yeah, it's all good, man. I do my best. I don't know as much about certain characters, but the older characters usually I know a lot about. Reverse 750 says, how long did it take me to memorize all the characters' movesets? Honestly, I probably didn't know all the original Street Fighter characters' movesets till, like, Hyper Fighting. When I was, when I played Street Fighter 2 World Warrior, that was the first fighting game I ever made. You didn't even understand you had to learn all the movesets to play the game competitively at first. A lot of the times people would just mess with one character and not even understand the other characters, and then get owned by a certain strategy and be like, I don't understand why I keep losing. Because no one even understood what a competitive mindset for fighting games was back then. It didn't exist, you know? So, you know, that was a course of 2 years, because Street Fighter 2, and then within the first year there was Champion Edition and then Hyper Fighting, so about a 2-year span until I kind of understood all the movesets and I was able to play with every character. Even then, I never played with, like, Dalsim, and I never played with certain boss characters. Like, I played with Bison and Balrog, but I never really played with Vega until much later. I didn't play with Vega until Super Turbo, and not even, like, when Super Turbo was new, but much later when I started playing Super Turbo competitively. In the mid-2000s is actually when I started picking Vega and understanding his moveset and everything. Level 3 Psycho Crusher. Is the legendary Daigo parry difficult to master? The base parry itself, no. Pulling it off in a competitive match, yes. Because the base parry is just the same thing over and over, but in a competitive match, you don't know how someone's going to initiate that super. You don't know if they're going to do a low kick and then do it. If they're going to do a low kick and bait it and mix it up to another move. You don't know if they're going to do no low kick and just throw out the super for chip damage. So there you go. Dalsim. Virgin Interactive made that, Derek. I see. Ooh, drill to the face, right in the mush. That had to hurt. Jesus Christ, every move I tried to do, he counter hit me. Every single one. Completely locked down in the corner. What will replace Evo from this point on with gaming events? I mean, they still do Evo, but it's different. It's ran by different people. You know, they're going to try to do in-person Evo again this year, I think. I don't know. I don't follow it. I literally don't follow gaming news about Street Fighter because I don't play competitively anymore, you know? Mark feels like Capcom's getting back to their best. Resident Evil Village was amazing. They're releasing a new fighting game collection. Street Fighter 6 looks great. You gotta hope so. You gotta hope for the best of them that they do get back on their feet after, you know, all that time being down. But ever since Resident Evil 7, I feel like they've been back on their game. Yeah. Big old Bean, I don't know what you mean. Thoughts on Death Stranding 2? How can I have thoughts on something that doesn't exist? The game doesn't exist. We have no information about it. How can I have thoughts about it? Like I said, the only thing I can really say is I hope the gameplay is better, because I hated the gameplay of Death Stranding 1. That's about it. Ah, fuck. Yes! What a fight. Damn! That did so much fucking damage, dude. Did you see his health bar fucking melt? Oh. Oh. Shit. Yikes. Yeah. Oh, what'd I do? I don't want that. Perfect. I'm getting a million questions. Guys, you have to understand when I'm playing Street Fighter, it's very hard for me to read your messages and answer your questions. You guys are bombarding me with questions tonight that I can't answer. I'm playing the game competitively. I have to concentrate on the game. I hope you understand that and you're not getting upset. They're not really answering your questions, guys. Fuck. Ah. Perfect. See, I concentrated. You see what happened? I concentrated. I got a perfect. That's what happens, man. All right. So let's see. Greg, if you repeat your question, I'll try to answer it. Were you asking about re-upping a membership that was gifted? If you're asking that, I don't know if you can until it expires. I actually have no idea how you would do that because I think you can't put in your own information to renew it and pay for yourself until your gifted one expires. But I could be wrong. I've never been in that situation. I don't know if I can answer that.
Go for it.
Barrel Shroud's upset. Well, no one cares about you, Barrel Shroud. No one cares about you being upset, Barrel Shroud, yeah. You're the exception to the rule. Sorry about that. Hey. Stop throwing fireballs. I'll parry every one of them. You parried my move? That's unacceptable. Only I'm allowed to parry.
Are you ready? Go.
Oops, 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 oops. Oh! We traded the first hit of Super. That was amazing. We traded. Wow. That was pretty nuts. That was a pretty nuts finale right there, man. Wow. Okay. I'm trying to pick every character in Super Turbo, if you haven't noticed. I'm trying to pick every one of them once, so at least I get to say, I picked that character once in my final session of the game. Oh, shitty fucking dicks. Almost with the comeback. Ugh. Oh, so when I did super. Yes! If the super would have come out, it would have blown through his spinning clothesline much earlier. Fuck! Oi! Wah! Oh my god, from that distance. As a good match, I actually feel like Zangief is one of Fei Long's harder matches. I actually believe that. Katana Mac to me, $4.20 is Spawn versus Evil Ryu. Who's your pick? What? Spawn versus Evil Ryu? They're not even in the same games. I have no idea. I don't know. Both characters are full of shit. So, I don't know. Excuse me.
Engage.
Do I think Sega is becoming more recognized because of the new Mega Drive 2? Huh? No. No, I don't think so. I agree, Jade. I hope that classic Vega is in Street Fighter 6, not Street Fighter 5 Vega, who's redesigned and plays nothing like the original Vega. I completely agree there. Mark says Darkstalkers hype. I love Darkstalkers on the PSP. I love Darkstalkers in the arcade. I actually like the Darkstalkers Resurrection collection too. But hopefully it'll get more traction in this new collection. Derek says, when I put all the 30th anniversary collection videos into one playlist, it's all one ongoing playlist. I have had this playlist going ever since the launch of this collection. Basically, I call it like, I think I call it like Friday Night Fights or Weekly Street Fighter Session. I think it's called Street Fighter, that's what it's called. Street Fighter Throwback Sessions. And this playlist has been going on for a ridiculously long time. Let me see here. Let's see. Here it is. Street Fighter Throwback Nights. I believe I started the playlist in 2019. Let me take a look. Yes, my first video in the playlist, August 2nd, 2019. So I think what it was is when this collection first came out, I had launch coverage. And then every once in a while I did a session. But then it was in 2019 that I decided that I wanted to have regular sessions of this once a week. And if you start taking a look, it's like August 2nd, August 9th. Oh, I did a surprise August 11th, August 18th, August 25th. And since then, it was on and off, but it was mostly weekly. I would do this once a week. And it's 260 videos, I think it says. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's 260 videos. Now, you know when I do this, it's an hour long. So that means this is probably the longest ongoing series I've ever done. You know, 260 hours of gameplay. Yeah. Now, again, remember, I did play this before, for a whole year before, but it was different because it was more like launch coverage of a new game, as opposed to, oh, let's just do a weekly late-night Street Fighter session. It was a little different the way that I had covered it that way.
Round one, fight!
This guy's pretty good with Zangief, huh? Just my look, I picked T-Hawk, or excuse me, I picked Fei Long against this guy. Hot high tough Banukin. I'm glad we got this lobby, so now we have variety of gameplay going on instead of the same guy over and over. This Zangief player is quite good. What's his name? T-Zop? No, it's Tech Gamer. Or Deck Gamer, excuse me. Time ran out. Of course, the only fear of death said back in the day, did you ever think that my favorite fighting game, Street Fighter 2, would be online playing against people all over the world? Of course not. Nothing was like this back then. You never thought that you would ever do anything but play someone in person. At one point, you would always think it would be on an arcade cabinet. You never even thought that they would replicate this on some kind of a home console. Because consoles were so primitive back then, right? By the way, guys, we're having a good time here on the final ever stream of the Street Fighter Anniversary Collection. Please give it a like. We have 71 likes. It sure would be great to get 100 likes on the final session ever of the game. Thank you all for your support. Reminder, if we do hit $150 in tips, it's best time you guys will vote on a vest for me to wear for this final session as well. How natural are fighting games for me? They feel awkward to me, says Kefka. Depends on the game. If I'm playing a game that I have history with, like this, or Mortal Kombat, or maybe like Tekken, I feel more at home. If I try to play another franchise, like any of the Guilty Gears, Blaze Blue, Virtua Fighter, you know, that kind of stuff, I feel awkward. I feel like, man, I don't have a base in this. I don't really know what I'm doing, you know. But I've played these since, you know, the 90s, so I usually have a general idea of what I'm doing, spacing, basic footsie gameplay, and stuff like that. Derek says, watching me play Third Strike Online Edition and HD Remix this week, which I did a couple days ago. Made him go back and watch some of those videos from back in the day, because those were great. Back in the day was so cool, because those are the early formative days of YouTube. Me playing like HD Remix and shit. Like, who would have thought that that would have resulted in people knowing me for fighting games online? I never imagined. And I did. I blew up from playing those games back in the day. No, I did not hear about Infinity Ward developing an RPG.